there, it's at 54. Right now, we have 8 students somewhere in the process of evaluation, whether it be in the referral process, testing, or determining eligibility. So expect that number to go up in the next couple of months. We are in the middle of our file review with DESE. I've got that all sent in. I'm waiting for them to tell us what files they want to actually look at. We also did a survey, but ours is a little bit different. We send it out to students, the parents of students in special education. We don't get the results back. They go directly to DESE when they get online and fill those out. We will get the results, but I would say it'll probably be in the fall before we do. So we're doing a survey also through DESE. We're going to set up a visit to go up to the special education preschool, to the co-op in Sedalia, because we have at least a couple more coming to kindergarten next year. So we're going to go visit with them in the next couple of months. And on the other end of the building at the high school level, we're working with Bill Fricky through MU, and he does pre-employment transition services. He's working with our juniors and seniors. He comes in once a month, teaches them some soft skills, some interviewing skills, working on that transitioning and what they're going to do after high school. So we've really been focusing on transition this year, and we've brought some people from the outside in to help us with that.
Is it working?
Yes, he came this morning. He was actually in there the first hour this morning, and the kids are really engaged with him. They have a program for between their junior and senior year where they can get like a paid job. They go to Sedalia and they contract with the hospital, some hotels, a lawn care company, and they're paid. It's a 6-week program. They work on interviewing skills and filling out paperwork and things in the morning, and then in the afternoon they actually go to a job site and work. So we've got one student already interviewed and ready to do that process.
So the growth in special ed, are they spread out enough where we have still have the teachers can handle the amount, or we get to the point of needing?
When we came back from Christmas break, I shifted. We had a couple move out over Christmas break, so one of my teachers had a much heavier caseload, so we shifted at that 3rd grade level and switched case managers just to help ease some of the paperwork and the time. But yes, they're full capacity right now.
Dr. Workhart.
The state adequacy target continues to increase. It is now at $6,365. So those continued increases are good news for us. And we have a lot of different grants that we're working on at this time. The business enhancement grant, Mrs. Twenter and Mr. Boys are currently working on that. We have the America's Farmers Grow Rural Education Grant for up to $15,000 for STEAM education. Mrs. Dove is working with several other teachers on that. We are working with Mrs. Brown is working with Mr. Wolf and some others to look at the Toshiba STEM grant that is up to $5,000. And then there were some additional E-rate funds that have been opened up, and so we have access to a little bit more than $10,000 to spend on infrastructure. Basically, it's switches, wireless access points, routers, firewalls, cabling. It's a 70% discount rate, so we would be responsible for 30 cents of every dollar that's spent, but a very, very good opportunity for the extra E-rate funds for us to be able to look into ensuring that we have appropriate internet access and Wi-Fi density district-wide. Snow days were built into this year's calendar, and as of today, we should complete this school year. No more snow days, this is my fingers crossed, with 1,046 hours, which is above the minimum 1,044 hours. This isn't in your report, this is just me providing some additional information. So, we would still meet that minimum requirement. Actually, additional days would not be counted against us because we would be at the level where they're forgiving inclement weather days. But even with all of our snow days, we're still above the minimum 1,044 hours. On the bus information, the current bid remains at $1,800. I checked on that today. It doesn't close until February 24th. The last time we put the bus up for bid, there were some last minute bidders, so I'm hoping that perhaps we'll gain a little bit more traction this time, but we didn't get, up to our reserve. So if that doesn't prove to be a good means of, auctioning off that bus, we might bring bus 3 back for some additional conversations as far as, what other things could we do with it. Facility planning, just wanted to let you know, the report said we are looking at March 2nd as a possible date, for that steering group of board members and administrators. And those board members, thank you, Bob Stone, Barry White, and Derek Larimore that offered. Confirmed with the architect at 3 o'clock today that yes, March 2nd does work, 5:30, to meet with them. They're gonna go over the information. It's just as a first pass of information that they have to make sure that that all makes sense, and that's all ahead of presenting the information to the community for their input, and then later on with everything else compiled together to the board. So, that is in progress.
Yeah, 5:30. Where we gonna meet at?
We'll just meet here. Why don't we just meet here? Another thing to add to the report that's been given to you, I was just contacted again by the Moby for Mo Kids. You may remember that from previous meetings. They were doing some restructuring, so they said it would take a little bit of time to get back with us. They would like to come to the board meeting in March to provide information and potentially plan for the fall of next year as a way to work with local farmers to get more beef into school lunches. So we'll look forward to them presenting that information in March.
So on the military base you have brought down, they're still working on that where they can go about their juniors, seniors, I guess, or?
They're still in the planning phase. They're supposed to be creating some informational flyers for, those students and their parents if they would also like to come. It's looking like it's gonna be a pretty big event to showcase the base, and specifically the Air Guard unit, since that's the unit that's our sister squadron for Green Ridge.